Right, just give me a second to get back up to where I am. I'm just in the process of resetting this up. So my issue here was the service provider I use in order to stream to both YouTube and Twitch at once. For some reason their servers have gone down, which has meant I'm having to do this now by going straight through into YouTube only. Cool. Check the sound works. Right, that's all working, so we're all good to go. I will wait just a few seconds to make sure that people can get in and out as required. So, right, once again, issue with the service provider that has caused a bit of a mishap. It's the service provider that allows me to stream to two channels at once, which is Twitch and YouTube all at once. I'm now only streaming to YouTube. So if you are here joining me on YouTube, then welcome or welcome back. It's really nice for you to be here, especially after such a mishap. I apologise for the drop in the service. All right. So, what I was doing was I was coming from. I've now eventually arrived in Plymouth. Hello there. Welcome back. Sorry, my service provider dropped which allows me to stream to both YouTube and to Twitch at once. I'm now only streaming to YouTube, so welcome back there, or welcome if you're joining me for the first time. Just as it was going dead, I was arriving in Plymouth. I've managed to pick up a job in Plymouth now that will take me into Brest. So normal service now, well, the new rules now apply. Those rules still mean that I have to take cargo basically wherever I go. So if I want to do a trip, I have to take cargo. I can't leave a town without taking cargo. When I get to Brest, I'm going to have to try and buy a garage there, which will be interesting because I don't know what bank loans I have available. So I have 88.5k left to pay on this one, which should be paid within next, 31 days. They're quite high instalments. I can't pay it back, but I can still take more loans out. It's whether or not I'll be able to actually make that money back will be the challenge. And if not, I might have to start looking at employing drivers and pay out money in order to actually get some money back. So great. Cool. We are there now. I've just hooked up a trailer. So we can be on our way. Let's finally make that last stop into Brest. I've already got a trailer. Stop trying to offer me jobs. Now I've got to try and drive and remember I've got that trailer and not catch it on lampposts. So that would be fun. Red traffic light. See, I've only got a 5-ton trailer on the back of this, but it is sluggish. Probably a good thing I've only got a 5-tonner on the back. I'm sure they put these railings in on this game just to spite us, because they know how difficult it's going to be, especially for those that aren't used to driving larger vehicles, getting around them corners. So hopefully now I'm going straight through onto YouTube. We won't get any further disruption to service. I have to look into whether I'm going to do some research and find out whether that service has these issues a lot. It's the first time I've come across it, but that doesn't mean that it's not something that might happen quite frequently. But, you know, these things happen, services drop in and out occasionally. Right, so I'd imagine, yeah, it's going to be nice and dark by the time we get there. Current job of medical equipment. That's quite fitting, isn't it, for current times? Oof. Now, what I need to do is stop here a second. And I need to be changing my settings over again. Gameplay. Because I'm now in mainland Europe. So, what we want is length in kilometers. There we go. It's a little bit better. That will now give me more accurate speed limits. Oh, caught my mouse with and again. Keep catching my mouse with my headset cable. Fitness just means caution, but you may proceed. Close. Bit too close, maybe. You see, now this is a financial challenge. These tolls are not going to be my friend. Speed bit. Oh, yeah, we'll speed. Okay, fine. I didn't realise I was going that fast, but okay. Fine, I'll give him that one. Ignorance is no excuse. Yeah, I'm going to want to swing over on that side, please. So, I have all current DLCs, but of course there is one more DLC coming, which is Iberia. Now, I don't think I'm going to get to Iberia on this series, seeing as where I am now, that would be the next logical step. So yeah, I'm wondering if my next step after Brest should be possibly somewhere in Italy. Be interesting. DLC is downloadable content. So there's several pieces of downloadable content for this game. Majority of it is actually just extra lorries and things like that. But the ones that I'm interested in and the ones that I tend to buy are the map expansions. So currently the map expansions will take you as far as Istanbul. They also take you out in sort of like the Nordic areas. Italy, I think, is part of the DLC. Yeah, fair few different places. Definitely adds a lot to the game. And also, if you're interested in using pro mods, which I'd highly recommend looking at if you own and enjoy this game, highly recommend searching for pro mods online. They do they essentially expand the map themselves and do a remarkable job and change the map in pretty much every place that you can think of, and just make a fantastic job of making everything feel so much more real. However, to use pro mods you do have to have all of the map expansions installed, which I'm not going to lie isn't the cheapest outlay. Not the most expensive, but it's not the cheapest either. Achievement progress, bon voyage. See, now the speed limiter makes sense, because I seem to be limited to 90, which is the maximum speed here anyway. Need to be in that lane, really. Are you going? Someone stops on a roundabout. I don't know what French roundabout laws are like, but this doesn't seem to be working. You let me out? I'm going to assume you have to give way to me. I have no idea. So, I have finally made it to my first checkpoint. Oh! That would... I didn't even... Okay. Too excited to be here, obviously. Alright. Priority to the right on roundabouts as well. That is interesting to know. Okay, I've got to try and squeeze it in that gap around the back there. Let's try this. Oh, it's not as tight of a gap as I first thought. Although I have muffed that right up. Now, I can't see enough of that trailer to make a valid assumption of where I am. Ooh. I want to steer into that. Just get myself wedged is what I'm doing. Maybe, actually, this was a tighter space than I first thought. You know what will make it easier? Scrubbing them tyres around here. Stopping just short of this. Looks like an Alfa Romeo. No. See, now I have actually got a YouTube video on how to park a trailer. Well, you wouldn't believe it, would you? Wow, there's the space. Now I can go level with it. So if I steer into that trailer, it will bring it round. Now, can I bring that round before it crashes into that back wall? There we go. Decouple that. Now, I can't remember how much it costs in order to buy a new garage. So let's go and have a look. That's the first job, is to look at the new garage and see what it's going to cost me. This time it is definitely a green light. We can go through that. And then I can sort out my banking and try and figure out. Okay, 180,000. Ouch. Well, okay. Well, how much do I have currently? Just under 40,000. So what I need to do is grab this one, which is going to cost me ridiculous amounts a day, and I'm going to have to try and... Oh, actually, when you take out a big one, you can pay off the little ones. So now, almost 6,000 a day I have to make in transportation costs. I don't think I'm going to do that. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a garage. Regrettably, I still can't afford it. Who says I can't afford it? Buy it this time. Right. Yeah, that's it. Looking lovely. Okay. Now I can go into this. Go driver manager. Can I Aberdeen? Relocate myself to here. Oh, need a slot to continue. Right. Now, automatically, I will be put back here if something happens that causes some sort of issue to occur. Right, I am now going to leave this alone completely. Recruitment agency. Hire a driver. Who's good? They're all good. These will... Asked wage. They're all the same. She can do a little bit more. Costs just that little bit extra, but she can... I reckon she'll make more money in the long run. So let's hire her. Chuck her. I think there's another slot here, so we'll chuck her down here. Okay, let's see what sort of money she makes for us. And hopefully... I have a truck to drive. Don't tell me I don't have a truck to drive. I get the problem. Truck manager. I get the problem. I need to take that. I need to relocate that to here. Now I should be able to drive it. I also need to buy another truck for her to drive, otherwise she's not going to make a penny. There we go. Right. Truck dealers. Which truck dealers do I have? Have I got an Iveco? No. Okay, well let's go Have I been over here? Yes, I've been here. Can't buy online. Need to visit. Yes. So the cheapest truck in the game is an Iveco. So I'm going to buy an Iveco. Let's have a look. Let's see, 97k. I don't want any fancy shenanigans with it. No, I don't want to drive it. I wouldn't drive that. Given any option. There we go. So now she should start making some money for us. And should. Assuming the game's not crashed. Okay. Yes. Oh, I see. It's trying to get me to buy a second truck. Right. Now that's left me with very little of what I had in that loan. 71k left. Right, that should see me going for a while. Right, job market next. Oh, hang on. Before I do that, I need to figure out where I'm going. So I made it all the way from Aberdeen to here. Now that's just within a screen. So I figure I need to go just within a screen again. Although the screen's wider this way, but we'll go with it. I think, let's go Rome. Rome is my next target. It's a freight market. From here, I want to go that way. So, Brest to Plymouth, Roscoff. Now there's one to Roscoff. Where does that take me? That goes in the right direction. 13 tonner. That's probably the best I'm going to get. And it looks like it's from a little countryside area, but it's still classing it as from here, so let's go with it. I'm going to, yeah, there you go. Right, that's the boring bit done. Now for some actual driving. Apparently you have to give way to me. Do they? Yeah. Right, let's hurtle along to this job then. Grab this job. It seems a long way out of town, but I guess it must be the closest town, so we'll go with it. See, I don't classify this as cheating because it does list it as from this specific town, even though it's an hour and a half outside of town. Aeroplane. I don't know. You might have other ideas, but I don't think it's cheating. It's a lot of fuel that's been wasted just trying to get back to where I should be. I do make the rules indeed. And I haven't made them very fair on myself either. Being that I make the rules, I can always change them again. I'd be interested in doing another challenge, either on this game or another, in which I get some people together on Discord and get other people to make the rules for me. I make it a bit more of a community venture, so that it's others putting me through the pain rather than me putting myself through the pain. Only a fool breaks 2-second rule. Except this is a game, so... So with the give way to the right, I'd imagine in places like this I'd have to give way to anyone coming out there. Oh, look at that mountain. Hillside. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one job and start heading in the right direction. So our next checkpoint is Rome. My plan eventually will be to go up, probably from Rome, start heading north, and go over the top through the Nordic countries, and then back down to Istanbul that way. I particularly like the map on this game as well. When we get toward the end of it, and we end up toward so we're going through places like Bulgaria. I particularly like the map. Having been to Bulgaria, it really does feel quite nostalgic when you get there. It's really well done and designed. Okay, so yellow diamond signs mean it's your right of way no matter what. If there is no diamond sign, then I have to give way. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, it sort of makes sense. I'm not sure I like the rule, but... Trailer jumped on top of me there. Oh. Right, this one's a bit heavier than my last trailer, so it should be keeping me back a little bit. Although I have taken some ridiculously heavy trailers in the past that pretty much kept me going at about 10 miles an hour. Take the curb the other side, I think. See, spend so much time without a trailer, but I forgot that when you have a trailer, you need to think about where you are and where your trailer's going to hit. I'm on the wrong side of the road anyway. Right, so this is a fairly short hop, just under 3 hours. Now I've got a yellow diamond here, so I'm assuming that means right of way is given to me there. Now I've got give way signs here, but nothing to give way to. Wow, that was quite a way around. Yeah, not too far to go on this one. Should be handy. I don't know how well this one paid. Can't remember how much this one paid. I don't think I looked. Hopefully it pays enough to pay off some of that bank loan I took. Otherwise we're going to be in trouble when we get to Rome. Now this is interesting. Oh, narrow. See, apparently I can go 70, but I don't think I want to. Not down here. Although, I don't know, seems to be doing it anyway. Accelerating too quickly. Benefit is, because I've got to only do short hops as part of this challenge, it might actually help in the long run, because it means I'll do more jobs within a day. Which hopefully means more money within a day. Yeah, I bet he speeds off into the distance now. There you go. You wanted a race, you got a race. No! I'm determined to get past him. At some point I am going to have to give in on him. He's got the smallest line there, so he should, in theory, edge forward there. Look at that, 982 from my new driver. Starting to pay for herself already. Of course, I'm going to have to pay her, so 688 of that I think comes out in the end. There you go, going uphill, and now they can't keep up. We go past them. So I'm going to attempt to say these names, but I'm probably going to butcher the French language. Nantes? Maybe. See, wherever I go in Europe, I am going to be... No! No, you can't. No! Ah, they blocked the road off. And I have to go a long way around. I just hope that I don't get penalised for a late delivery now as a result. My word, I really have to go a long way around. No, I don't think that lorry had a driver either. Unless it's like me and they were right-hand drive. It's potential. No idea how far this detour is going to take me, but I am not seeing the end of it on this sat-nav display. That really is a bit of a pain in the neck. Okay. Now I'm just gonna hope. See, I think I'm gonna get back there and I'm going to find that the road is closed. Even from this angle. And if that's the case, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, because all I'm going to end up being able to do is follow this sat-nav around and around in circles. I'll have to load up the map and put a waypoint in somewhere. Having pronounced that Nantes, I think it's Nantes, because if I remember correctly, the French don't pronounce an S on the end of a word. Hopefully it was just that slip road that was closed. If it's the whole carriageway, I have no idea. Be nice. Be nice to me, game. Be nice. Nantes. There we go, so we're now going down into Nantes. The one that always confuses me is Nice, because I don't know, reading it you just assume it's a really nice place. I'm a father, I'm allowed to come out with bad dad jokes. It's all good. Yes, Nice does look, from what I've seen, it does look like a remarkably nice place to visit. One day I hope to, but for now